Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Capnclydes MTG. Today, we're going to go back in history. We've had a lot of sets rising in value lately, couple falling. But from 2023, or the last couple sets of 2023 from Standard, how are they doing? And you might be surprised. So, without further ado, don't forget, comment, like, and subscribe. We're up to 790 subscribers. We're really on a move, waiting to get to that 1,000 mark so we can start giving some cool shit away. So, don't forget, subscribe. It's free. It helps support the channel. Don't cost you a thing other than just watching the videos and your precious time. Also, links in the description to the eBay store where I sell all the cards, so go hit that up when you can. Also, let's just get into it. So, we're going to start off with the epitome of bad, Aftermath from March of the Machines. So, we're talking, and the reason we're starting out here is we've done a video here recently about Assassin's Creed, which is going to have boxes very similar to this and this. And as you can see, 50 and 82. They're trying to sell these for 145 and sell these for 280 or some crap. I don't think I'll be buying Assassin's Creed if this is any indication of how bad the set's going to be. So there's that. The set has not performed well. As you can see, it's been nothing but down, except here in the last couple months, it has actually went up a little bit. Reason for that, there are a couple good playable cards. People are buying it, as you can see here. But honestly, considering the price when it first came out, over a year ago at 220, it's pretty much a deal all the way around, so it doesn't kind of matter. Same thing go with the boxes. The boxes have been on a steady climb as well, believe it or not. But compared to a year ago when they came out at 120, they are still way down there. But one of the reasons I think that this product is selling and having a little bit of a turnaround is, let's be honest, $82 and $50, those are the kind of cheapest prices you can get for a Magic box right now. Even with not as many cards and for, we'll say selection, because it's not a big set. It is still cheap, easy to use, and does have good cards. As you can see, a couple Halo foils here are worth some money if you want to do the collector box. Non-collector cards, I mean, there's still some value there. Some $15, $20 Nissas. There's $8 to $10 on the other cards from Karn and Kylix. And, there's a few other cards. They jump around to about $6 after those three, but, there's still a lot of good playable cards. Tranquil Frillback sees play, along with some of this other stuff. I mean, it's not terrible. And as cheap as the cards are, you're almost guaranteed to get your money back. It's really weird. I don't want to say it's an inverted EV because there's not enough cards at a high enough price. However, when the boxes are this cheap and the cards do have some value, you probably feel a little less bad about it when you get the Schlagen. So there's that. But now let's move on to the actual Aftermath set and see how it's doing. And as you can see, it's doing quite well. Aftermath, even though it was received relatively well, it did suffer from... I'm not sorry, Aftermath, but March of the Machines was received relatively well, but Aftermath did put a shadow on it and give it some negative outlook, causing a lot of price drops. But right now, you can see 205 for a collector booster. It's actually pretty good. The set and draft boosters have dropped dramatically below $100, which is actually causing a lot of market movement as far as people wanting to buy them because they are cheap. You can see they came up. They were down in the, the 89 range, up to 105, back down to 96. There are still plenty of them out there, lots of boxes. But as you can see, they're getting bought up at relatively cheap prices, around 100, dropping down to 96 for the set boosters, which is really good. Draft going the same route, a little bit of a uptick before a little down tick. And that's because once people, when it starts out at $77 and it gets up to 92, people start thinking, hey, maybe I should sell a box, try to recoup some losses. But it is also selling as well. There's no sales today, but on the 22nd, there's quite a few sales around $89, which is what brought out around close to $100, which has brought out a lot more boxes to the market. So, I don't think the price will go up anytime soon as far as the actual rise that will stick, because people do have a lot of this in back inventory because it was not received well Well, it wasn't received as well as it should have. We'll just say that. But if you look at it, if we get past all the Japanese exclusive cards, which I will say are phenomenal, and I'm still pissed we don't get them over here. Anyway, we do have some things like some Shieldreds in there, but if you look, even Aftermath have cards above $20. We don't have that here. 15, 16, 14. Airtie is probably one of the most popular cards. But other than that, not a lot going on in this set. Just going to say it. I mean, Breach the Multiverse got popular for a while, but it's come back down for several reasons. Sunfalls got kind of popular. There's Elish Norn. Vorinclex is a showcase. Again, $4 to $5, not real popular, which is really what's keeping the price of these boxes down, is the fact that the card values and the card play inside the set is just not happening. Not a lot of action in this set as far as people playing these cards. You might see one or two of these shielders floating around because it does make your opponent sacrifice a card, maybe in Commander or Brawl. But all in all, Itali and Beseech is really about the only card seeing play. However, because of low openings, there's a high tax on these numbered cards up here. Now, they're not seeing a whole lot of sales, I'm not going to lie. Last one was on the 26th, but it was for $1,400. Now it's around $2,000. $1,500 might be the right price, especially since Jin is honestly not played as much. Elish Norn is a lot higher, as she does see some play. However, market price has her lower, but she has been selling for up to $1,700. Right now, the current ones that we have on there are $25. The serialized cards are doing well for the set, but the problem with the set in general, like I mentioned before, if you don't get serialized cards, the high end of what you're pulling is just not good, and not good enough to get you to want to invest in this, which is what's keeping the prices on these boxes down. So, March of the Machine, Aftermath, and Regular, not looking good, and not looking good for the future. I think this might be the Dragon Maze of 2023. I say that because then we go to All Will Be One. And boy, we got some things to talk about. Box prices, relatively stable, 100 and 119. About where they were when they came out. Still lots of boxes to choose from. Collector boxes at $211. But the big thing with this, look at the card prices. I mean, a complete Praetor of Shieldred, 161. Concept, 93. Borderless Step Foil, 81. This Dominus is $60. Now, these are all special cards, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, then we have good old Vorinclex here, $50. Borderless Mother of Machines for $40. That's a stepped and complete foil, but, over here, regular Dominus, $29.99. Showcase hitting off at $30. As we keep going, we see more concept art at $42. Regular Atraxa Showcase is $27. Regular Atraxa is at $20. You keep going. I mean, there's just card after card, 10, 20, 50. I mean, we're on page 2. We still haven't got under the $10 mark. Well, technically there, but that's probably more than that. That's also Oil Slick, which is from the collector boosters, or not the collector boosters, I'm sorry. The special collector bundles, which we'll talk about that in a minute. Holy cow. But All Will Be One, $12. Gitaxian, $12. The other Dominus, $13. Like, we're going on to page 3 now, still looking at cards over $10. We finally got below 10 with a Mayhem Dominus. Vraska. Now we're in the $8 range. The Hunger Dominus, the Rex, Jace, Urbrask. Like, we're going on to page 4, and things are still in the $5 to $6 range. We've got Swords, more Dominuses, Mirix. It says $1.21. Staff of Completion reprint. I mean, we got Phyrexian Obliterator reprint. Like, there is so much value in here. It's just insane, and we're on page 4. Not to mention, let's talk. We need to talk about this. The Phyrexian Complete Bundle is absurd. Still at $165. If you want a case that's sporting $12.99, I mean, the market value really, 6 onto this is about 1,000. But just insane how expensive these boxes are. If you were one of the lucky people who got them when they were $80 a box, more power to you. Only 2 cases of 6 left at its 1,200, 1,300 range, then goes to 18. That's just absurd. If you look here, people are paying, close to 1,000 for what's in here. People are buying up all the cheap ones and then stopping. And at some point, if you want them, you're just going to have to pay for them because the value is high enough that people are willing to sit on them. I mean, you look here, the cheapest ones are 175. I mean, these things came out, a year ago, dumb cheap. And this is saying they came out at 113. We all know that's a lie because we remember them coming out for like $80 on Amazon. And if you don't, watch that video in my section somewhere. Put all for one or something. You'll find it. But yeah, so All Will Be One has had an amazing run. Not only with the product run itself, the single prices, product holding, the bundle. This is probably the all-star of 2023, in my opinion. And I'm not even going to lie, it might be a good time to get into this set. Also, don't forget, Dominaria United is where the original Shieldred was. That card's still $80, $90. I've talked about that a lot of times. I'm not going to speak on it again unless something weird happens. But, one card that's running $80 in a box set of standards that's selling for $100 to $120. Like, you pull this once, paid for the whole box. Mission failed successfully. Like, it's just absurd. And with all the card prices in here and how much they are, the odds of you not getting something good, it's going to be $20, $30. Very slim. So, at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you guys that as cheap as these prices are, probably should be loading up on these if you want to invest, because let's not forget, there's no such thing as draft and set anymore. There's just play, and those are starting off at 120 to 140, which is already higher than these for less packs. So do what you want with that information, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I do appreciate it. Until next time, be kind, and as always, I hope to see you across from the game table. God, I loved All for One. Fucking did Wizards just fire everybody that made this set? What the fuck happened? Jeez.